Alright you guys, this is Cost and Cosplays, and I got another battle here. This is a weird one. So I got a really old battleship here, not my oldest, but old enough. My Connecticut. I don't know when it was built. It's old. But it only weighs 14,997 tons. The assault cruisers that are with it, which are the ones they just built, they're brand new. First version, not even refit yet, and they're weighing 23, or where the hell is it, 21,000 tons, so they're, what, 7,000? Oh, these are 15,000, so yeah, 6,000 tons more. And this one, I don't know what's wrong with it. He's got defects, flaws. Anyways, I'm up against this battle cruiser here, weighs 28,000 tons. These are all about double the size of my battleship. They also have bigger guns, but I have more armor. Let's see, 405 millimeters. Oh yeah, I got way more. Even these guys, these are armored cruisers. I call them assault cruisers because they're quick. You know, these things are doing 35. Battle cruisers and battleships. He's only doing 23. He's an old ship. Alright, let's try and get this going. I'm probably gonna, if this doesn't go right, because I'm also only doing 23. These guys are doing 28. So there's that. Do I have more armor than them? Yeah, these things actually, my smaller ships here have the most armor. That's funny. They're little tanks, you know, what can I say? But anyways, yeah, this is going to be an ugly one. If I'm going to lose ships, this is going to be where it's at. Because these guys don't have the hit points, I don't believe. But wait till you see these things. These are armored cruisers. These aren't even battle cruisers or battleships. And you've seen my destroyers, so you know how I am. You know? So imagine a really big platform. Like, you know, like a big ass platform. See, like, look at that destroyer in the picture there. You know? It's only got 6 guns or so. Some of my destroyers are like loaded like crazy nuts. Wait till you see. Well, let's look at the battleship first, right? Because it'll show me that one first. Because it'll start me there, right? Yeah, battleship. So here's this old school battleship. I don't even know what to tell you guys. Here we go. I don't know what's up with the camera. Okay, so it's got some big guns, don't get me wrong. I think they're 279s up front. Yeah. Which isn't a small caliber. What's nice about them is that they reload quick. You know, that's what made this thing good. 32-second reload. The big gun in the rear, 34-second reload. So yeah, I like to get this thing broadside as soon as possible, right? Okay, so I believe, because he can shoot far as hell, I think he needs to follow these guys. Now these things, man, you can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. Now I'd like to be the one that's leading this pack. I don't know what the hell's going on here. It's gonna be a crash is what it's gonna be. So I can't see it through the smoke, but boom, there it is. It's not a battleship. It's not even a battle cruiser. It's an armored cruiser. Yeah. Yeah. You know, look at all the guns, man. This thing runs out of ammo so fast. It does have 19,000 HE rounds for the 51mm. And then the other, there's 2 different types, so they both have their own ammo. And then there's probably triples, and then you gotta realize I can only get certain guns to fit up here, and sometimes they had to be singles, so I believe that's what these are, is the singles. Oh, it's those little PP guns in the ends. They're the only ones of their type. Everything else is marked as such, see? So those are all the 51s, yeah. And then we got 127s up front. Along with these little PP guns. It's funny. It just didn't have enough room. I think the battleships are able to get 3 guns right here. Like 1, 2, 3, no problem. And something big there because it's a lot wider, you know. It's okay. Like I said, this is just an assault cruiser. Or an armored cruiser. Where are the rest of the guns on this thing? So here's the 102s. There's only one set of twos. Those are four, you know, a little over 4-inch guns. So there's only those two, and then there's the 5-inch guns. But that's the nuts right there. When I get broadside with this, there's the nuts. And if a little ship comes in close, there's the nuts, you know? Right there. Yeah, this thing hasn't been tested yet, I don't think. I think it's its first battle ever. I believe it's the first one ever. So let's see how it goes. Let's speed it up some. And go. So, I don't know if okay, here we go. We're in combat. Slow it down so I can control. Because the bots don't understand things all the time. With going really fast, especially guns, sometimes not all the guns will react or even try to aim. See, it's just because we're not in range, that's all. As soon as they get in range, they'll turn. You'll know. You'll know. But in the meantime, try to do what we can to hurt these guys. Even hit them would be nice. Yeah, 1.3% chance. So they're gonna get one or two here or there. And plus, there's a line of them. So I don't know why those guys are so slow. He's doing 38. How can he be doing 38? He's trying to catch up. That's funny. He's doing 38. The other ones they're all doing 38, but their max speed's 35. There's a bug. Let's see what the battleship's doing. Okay. How you doing back there? You got shots? Oh, he's trying. He's looking. I think only the one set's gonna fire yet. So the barrels are going up. It's alright. I'll have to do a U-turn to get this guy in the fight, I guess. I'm fine with that. I gotta start getting some hits though here. There's so much shit flying. Now the secondaries are firing. Look at that. I'm just glad they have a lot of ammo. So they can see far, but they can't hit shit. This is the first version of this ship, so I have to probably put the long range on this, so they're better at long. Let's see what we got. Oh, he has the long range on, so this is it. I think it's. If I get any closer, we're gonna start getting whacked. I'm gonna have to get closer. By turning around, it's gonna get me closer to him, because that battleship's gonna get left out. All right, we're turning. Oh, there goes the torpedoes. Ship turns pretty good, man. Look at that. Spinning it around, boys. Here comes the rounds. Let's see, his crossfire is going to get some of us hit. This is how it works in this game. They get it and we get it too. Here it comes. Missing them hits me. There it is. Looking pretty good. One of them is. And oh man, was that close. Wanted to see if it could take plunging fire. That was definitely plunging fire. Now these look way more accurate. No, I guess not. He had to wait for them all to pass. Okay, now we got somebody in our sights now. Aim 60-something%. 40. As it goes down, so 68's the highest they see, and it goes like 40, 30, 25, 17. And the 51s are still out of range. Get these big guns to start hitting. Are they just overpenning? Can't tell. I haven't seen any of the big. Either the big guns are not hitting, or they're bouncing. Let's see. Oh no, they're hitting. They're overpenning. Even the HE's overpenning. Okay. That's bad. That's actually bad. There's nothing I can do to make it a less pen. HE is the lower pen. I have to change it around or something. Gonna have to change it for the, the ballistic 2s and the, they're supposed to explode. It doesn't really matter. Hey, battleship, we're right here. Don't you worry. Just don't crash into people, eh? All right. It's just a stream of rounds going in. I think the dead ship is actually protecting that one. See, I got around here, so I'm able to start hitting them now. I think the other ones are hitting that dead ship. The guns are being efficient. I should probably turn a little bit more so I get these back guns in on it. There we go. That's more like it. Oh, this gun ain't interested. Let's change target, see if that helps. Oh yeah, that works. Okay. It's just because they weren't able to shoot at the target, they just won't try. I have to change targets. The big guns still react. There we go. Uh-oh, I have a sneeze coming on. Oh man. Sorry. I tried to cover it up. Oh man, I think I threw my shoulder out trying to do that. I hurt my rotator cuff. I wasn't able to lift my arm for like a couple weeks, man. It sucked so bad. And then I was laying on it one night when it wasn't hurting so bad. And it popped back into place. I was dislocated shoulder for like working for the last 2 weeks with a dislocated shoulder. I was just, it just hurt to do certain things, like anything that, it just hurt. Holding my arm up hurt. I was able to work as long as I could do, things with my left. I'm a lefty, thank God. I hurt my right arm. But anyway, so it's been healing, but now that I sneeze like that, I can feel the pain a little bit. It's already went away. It's healing. It's popped back into place, so it's just a matter of the muscles that have been so tense for so long. They just gotta heal. Me being 50 years old, well, that makes it hard for me to heal stuff. I don't heal in 3 days like a young guy does, or the next day. You can play football and dislocate your shoulder and pop it back into place and be okay in 2-3 days. It's more like 2-3 weeks now. And as you get older, weeks become months become years, and before you know it, you can't. Years is too long to recover from something, and so, time is up. But that's okay, It's the life cycle. It's supposed to happen. Don't fear it. Find something you believe in. Believe it. Believe it's true. Whether it be religion or just personal preference. It doesn't have to be religion necessarily, but it's good to find something that you believe in. I'm not going to tell you what to go for. There's a God, I believe. Whatever you want to call him, whatever religion you're in, ultimately means the same thing. There is one power, the people that speak to God, well, that's different people throughout the history, right? So these different religions expressing those people, which is fine, but you don't have to kill each other over it, That's stupid. God's not like that. He wants us to be loving and good to each other, No more war. We don't need war. War's not the answer. We gotta preserve this earth that we live on. We're ruining it. And war's not helping. And we got this idiot who wants to nuke it. Threatening to nuke it. Come on, this is where we all live, you know what I mean? That's a bad idea. That shouldn't even be a weapon at all, for any reason. Nothing could ever be, it might be useful like outside of our world, maybe. You know, if we ever got that far with our intelligence. But for now, you know, we just gotta make sure we don't kill each other. We want to kill each other. Do this. Play this game. Play games like this. You know, do it here. Put your aggression out here. You know. You know, don't worry about politics and stuff. It's all Hollywood. You know, it's all propped up. It's all scripted. You know, especially the media. Oh man, it's the worst of all of them. You know, they don't get in trouble for lying about what actually happens. You know, defacing a company or defacing a person. You know, I mean, that's something that's, you know, you're defacing the character of a person or a company by lying about what's actually going on. And they should be held liable for that, I think, right? Whatever money that company or that person lost or job he lost and whatever he was making, they should be responsible and liable for all of it plus damages. Period. You know? We're going to be getting new judges here soon. These old bought out judges and all these judges that paid off to do shit. They're all at the end of their thing, you know. They got their money. They're just going to step out. Usually judges and stuff would like pardon somebody or governors, right? They don't like pardon somebody and then resign, help somebody out, right? No, they try to screw us even more so than they ever did, and then try to get away with it by just quitting their job, which is bullshit. I'm a plumber. I'm a builder. Imagine if I just quit my job after building something because I did it wrong. You know what I mean? Like it would be sued. Yeah, I'd never work again. And not in this state, anyways. Yeah, everybody got experience on that one. They didn't even do any damage. Damage dealt 0. This isn't even a challenge. Hate to say it, but yeah, you know, it was 3,900 damage. Not bad, not bad. I like reading these things. This isn't really one I'd like to see. I don't like seeing this. You know, Battle of Dogger Bank. Yeah, I guess that's the German ship. That sucks, man. You know, these days we can make ships like that, but let's make them automated, you know. So put nobody in them. Make them a lot smaller because they don't have to house people, right? Just guns and ammo and systems to run those. That's it. You just put cameras on it all the way around like a Google car. There's a whole bunch of them all over the place so that if one gets knocked out they can switch to another or different views to see shit. They always have view. Guns have their own. Everybody has their own shit. What would the guns be? I don't know. Probably more like missile launchers, I suppose. Or rail guns would be fun, wouldn't it? I'd have to worry about the people because there are no people in it, so it could be a radioactive monster. You know, we should still shield it, but just saying, don't have to worry about it. Have a nuclear reactor running the rail guns. Badass shit. Imagine a nuclear reactor running the water, the hot water, you know, that cools water to run the engines or run the generators, you know, hot steam powered or whatever. This thing would be freaking crude. You'd have to make it slimline so you could do 100 miles an hour with this thing. You know, on the water, it would be badass. See, it'd be smaller, so you'd be able to more like a race speedboat or race boat, you know, something that can handle the jumps, can handle the hit on the hull. You know, build it as such, or just build it so it cuts right through the water, or pumps it in somehow, you know, squirts it back out, keeps the hull, keeps the nose down when it's going high speed. Just spray up a little bit of water. You know, have the hull designed in a way where it shoots up, kind of like some of the exotic cars where it throws wind through the front end and out the sides. Just have water spray like that at high speed. You can almost use it as camouflage, like free smoke screen, water mist. We gotta get it over 80 or something like that, or 60 or something. I don't know. I have to test it, you know. The Empire of Japan government desperately asked to sign a peace treaty. You're the ones that started this war, and 2 months later, 2 turns later, we're taking you out all the way. I keep saying that, but it never happens. I don't think you could actually take a country out all the way. Trust me, I've tried multiple times on multiple countries here. Japan, China, Russia. You know, say a few, Italy. You know, trying to knock them off the map. We're trying. Mobilizes a launch against the Empire of Japan, South Hokkaido. Hokkaido, okay, sorry, I just make shit up. While the United States fleet is inside the attack zone, troops are carried and land battles occur near shore. So while the United States fleet is inside the attack zone, okay. So we have to see where that is. I think I've already got ships on it. And I lost 24,000 soldiers right off the bat. It's not a good start, is it? Must not have enough ships there. Let's see. Oh, map bros. Can't move it. Wasting time. And you can see what's going on right here. I can see the arrow. Ooh, I got a bug light right here. Just killed a nice one. I had these like mayflies. They fly into this thing, you get zapped and go flying around still. I hit it. I saw one get zapped 4 or 5 times. He just sat there, cleaning himself. Yeah, look at that, didn't even affect him. Like, just like, oh, and then he took off. I'm like, what? It's okay. It's still fun to watch them. Blam! It's just, they're getting their legs popped, you know, so they're losing a leg, but they're going out with life. You know, they got big long legs, so they can hit a whole bunch of times and survive it. It doesn't blow out their brain or anything. It's kind of weird. Kind of cool, actually, that they can survive that hit like that. Long tentacles. You know, the mayflies are like big mosquito-looking things. Yeah, they suck. Okay, so do I have enough here? I have 315,000 tons of ships. We have, see, they have 298,000 troops, and we have 1.3 million. Wow, they're fighting like hell. 4% is red. Okay, the only way we could really beat them down is to... This doesn't really make a difference that I beat them down with, but we're going to beat these guys down. This is going to be a little longer video. We're going to put 2 battles in this one. I didn't even see what kind of ships I had. It's a battleship, it doesn't matter. Just that alone. These guys might be in trouble. I don't know why they're in it, but they are. It's okay though. They're probably veterans. They're still around with those old ships, so they know what the hell they're doing. It doesn't mean they're going to hit anything, because what's going to happen is ships are going to get spotted a lot farther away than they used to, so these little ships are going to be shooting at stuff they're never going to hit. Wasting ammo. And then when they do need when the stuff does by chance get in close, they don't have the ammo, so they slow down their rate of fire. That's not good. It's the last thing you want to do in your close range. You want to be beyond maximum, you know. If it's only safe to shoot the gun 8 times every minute, you'd be better to be doing it 12 and that thing's within 100 yards. You do that or you're going to be in fucking Davy Jones' locker before you know it, you know, in the dark black, and get crushed. No one survives, nothing survives. Weight of the water crushes you down into nothing, to dust. That's why they never find bodies on dead ships in the bottom of the ocean, because even your teeth, everything is just crushed. Not good. It's a lot of water, man. It's a lot of weight. You ever drop a gallon of, you ever drop something like a gallon of water or a gallon of something on your foot, like a paint can? It hurts like hell. That's just a gallon. Imagine billions of gallons on top of your head. Not good. Yeah, we can do space because vacuum don't hurt. It's easy to move around in, so we can do space. We can do air, but water, we haven't figured out how to go down deep without being crushed. We have some cameras that have gone down there, but you know, I drop the camera down here to the bottom and we go, oh look, for 5 minutes, look what we found. But what's over here? What's over here? And everything around. You know what I mean? Like really, we know nothing. Satellites can see some stuff. They can't see detail, but they can see through the water to the bottom, they can see where the deep stuff is. They can just use radar or whatever, sonar, propane, butane, whatever it takes. Is this the enemies right in front of me? Is that what's going on? Alright, let's speed this up. Let's see what we got. I only have 2 battle lines. Why is there so many DD, CL, CA? Okay, screen. Let's see. What are you? Battleship? Battlecruiser. Oh, that's a really slow battleship. That's why it's separated. Okay, we definitely don't want you following. Going slow is a bad thing. Alright, so the battleship's going to be going slow. And that's okay. Just leave him. He's the one that should be following me, but I don't want to give that order. Because he'll try to turn around and get behind me. We don't want that either. We just want him to swerve on in. He will as soon as I swerve in front of him. Come on. So this is another. This is a more not. This is more subtle. What are my more subtle ships? Now that's subtle. That's not my ship though. So let's pause that right there. Let's go back to this thing. Yeah, see, his is a AI design. This is what I'm up against. Like, really? What is this? Why is this even in the water? It's mine, I get it, because it gave up in a fight against me. You know what I mean? So I ended up with it. I should just drive this thing straight into him. Jeez, oh man. I have to scuttle this thing. See, I can't refit this. I would love to refit this. I don't know why we can't refit these ships. They don't have the function in there. Like, they should have it in there where we can you know, in the fleet thing. You can see a ship not looking great, or it's let's just keep going with this. Or it's this is why this thing sucks. You know, we'll say it's got a lot of flaws or something. You know, you can just click right there, refit that ship, and just go to the thing and show you the ship and doing. And apply updates to it because you're refitting it and it costs you money right off the bat, and you haven't done anything yet, and you already owe, you know, 40 million. Yeah, you're like, what? Because everything gets updated, you know, as you go. Because some stuff you don't actually put on the ship, you know, you update it, it just becomes better. See, this guy doesn't even have the range. He can't. I don't know who's seeing who. They're seeing him out there. There he is. Yeah, if you go see him in the corner here. If I turn towards him, though, I can't see it. So, yeah, this is not a round. This is old school. I think I remember when World of Tanks used to have square view ranges, too. We used to do that to find ships. Or tanks. If you look straight at him, you're not going to see him. But if you turn like that, and then you would light the guy. You know what I mean? Oh, there. So we would just go. We heard a beep beep, and we would know. Whoa, you know, it's back in the corner. It's in the corner of the screen. They finally made it round. These guys are behind the times by like, I don't know, 12 years. Minimum 12 years. Okay, so this one needs to follow this one, and I need to get a control of this one. It's just driving in. Oh, this thing's a monster. This is my old, I think this is the Enos, I believe. This is an old school one. You saw the Amsterdam, they're pretty crazy. This thing has a lot of guns too. Okay, everything's in range now. To turn a little bit more and get the back guns in on it. There we go. There we go. Now everybody's having fun. We're shooting at multiple ships. This is good. They say don't put a lot of different calibers on your ship. I say put every caliber on your ship. That way, because each caliber, if you have more than one set, is going to choose its own ship based on the ranges, right? When there's nothing left, and they all just focus on one like that and just gone. You know, boom. Well, we're just cruising through here, aren't we? We'll do ×3. Yeah, ×5 is a little much, huh? At least for viewing, anyways. But yeah, this thing totally blew those guys away. Yeah, this thing's fast. does 29. But I have battle cruisers that go even faster. 35 or better. I think it's 35. I got ships that do them almost 40. I have my little torpedo boats I just recently upgraded. They do maximum speed now. They can't go any faster. It's maxed out 38 kilometers, or knots. 38 knots is pretty good for a little tiny boat. They got, the biggest torpedoes they can get. Upgrading guns. They don't have many guns. I think 2 guns each or something. They're not meant to fight. They're meant to come in with a group of them. A group spread out and just focus on one ship and torpedo the crap out of it. That was the plan, anyways. So far, every time I've done that suicide run with torpedo boats, I lost every single one. And I would say half the time I actually sunk the ship, though, doing it. But I would say 90% of the time I lost them all. So, doing it, or, really close to. And if I didn't sink the ship and lost them all, I lost. But if I sunk the ship and lost them all, I won, because, it's a $180 million battleship lost to a bunch of, $1 or $2 million tugboats. That's what I call them, tugboats, or torpedo boats. So this is pretty good. Stats. Damage dealt 16,000 to Samoa, United States. This was the Enos class, yes. And this is old Wasp class. He just barely snuck in. So now it's about 20. Yes, it is. So it's about 2,500 they need minimum to get experience, and then he didn't get any experience because he died. He can't die. This guy got 55. Frankfurt. What kind of ship is this? Oh, the Lender class. Okay, the Lender class is, I built some for myself, but it's the destroyer I give to the, or build for the other nations. That way they can't they don't have overpowered ships. I use them too, but they're underpowered. They only have, they have a couple little guns there with a gun, and another big gun with a couple little guns. They're all triples, though. It's not like it's shit. Those are 5-inch guns. 5-inch guns, 5-inch guns. No, I think it's 5 and 5, and then these are 4-inch guns, and these are 76s. And then there's two sets of 3. Torpedo launchers is, I think it's a 3 set, or it might be a 4 set. Well, I think it tells you. Torpedo decks. Oh, a 3 and a 2. Okay, so it's 5. It shoots 5 torpedoes, which is good. That's a lot of torpedoes. And then I think they're electric, so they don't see them until the very last second, which sucks because they're using them on me too, and that's how I get hit. They're really super. Some of them are so fast, like lightning fast. Depends. I think it's the Japanese are the ones with the really fast torpedoes or something. But the American torpedoes are trash. You still need to have them, because even though they're never going to hit anything, maybe like 1 every 100 battles you might get a hit with a torpedo. But it forces the enemy to maneuver, so they don't, it forces them to stop doing what they're doing. So if you feel like you're going to get overtaken, turn broadside, make your torpedoes aggressive. Make them aggressive, launch them, and just maintain course, because what will happen is the torpedoes will force them to turn. Sometimes it turns with you, but that's okay. It stops them from charging you, especially if you have a lot of ships, because just because you turn doesn't mean that guys behind you have turned yet, so they're still driving at each other. You'll lose the tail end of your formation if you don't do something like that. What'll happen is you'll find yourself turned and out of the battle and have to turn around and come back to save your guys, and have to switch ships and tell those guys to retreat. And yeah, I used to make all the rookie mistakes. But so anyways, so I'm gonna stop this one here because it's 35 minutes. Anyways, so hope you enjoyed that, and I'll show you the next one. Alright, cost us out if I can figure out how to do it. Alright, there we go. Alright, thanks guys, cost us out.